Hello there guys! For today's video, I'm going to show you how to remove moles and birthmarks in Photoshop. And also, we will dive deeper into duplicating layers using a clone stamp tool, using patch tool, and using fill. So let's get started. So our first example, we got here an image of this woman where she has some moles in her face. And our goal here is to remove those moles with the use of a patch tool and a clone stamp tool for refinement. So the first step we're going to do here, let's select on our background and let's create a duplicate layer of that. So I'm going to press Ctrl plus J to create a duplicated layer. And then selected on that duplicated layer, let's just zoom this one in. And now you can see the moles on her face. So that's the thing we're going to get rid of. Yes, and then selected on that layer, I'm going to go to the patch tool. So the patch tool is here. Right click on this. It shows this kind of symbol. So just click on it or press G for our shortcut key. And then once this one's selected, make sure for the options. So let's go up here for the patch that is set to content aware. And for the structure, yeah, let's leave it to 4. That's fine. Okay, and after that, now we may now start. So to use this one, all you have to do is to create a selection on the mole or to the subject that you want to remove to. So for example, I'm going to click and draw around this mole. And there you go. Now I already have this selection, right? Now I'm going to click now and drag it to a clean area where it can copy. And look at that. Now it's gone. And also here, so create a selection and then drag to a clean area. See? All right, so I'm gonna keep on doing this one into the other moles. So it's gonna be the same method. And there you go, it's gone. But in some cases, there are part that leaves the mark, right? So see, there's still part there that leaves it. So to fix that, now it's the time for us to make use of a clone stamp tool to clean that up, right? So going to the toolbar, selected on this symbol over here. Yeah, this is the clone stamp tool is. Just click on it. All right, and then for the options, I want you to set the opacity into around 25. Okay, for the flow 100. Okay, and for the mode, it's just normal. For the brush tool, make sure that you're gonna make use of a soft brush tool here. Okay, and then for the size, it's up to you on how big the excess is. All right, so there are. Okay, now we're good with this. By the way, I'm just gonna zoom this one in for us to see this one clear. So look at that. There's still some color black thing that remains from the mole that we remove using the patch tool. And now our goal here is to remove that with the clone stamp tool. Selected on that clone stamp tool, just press S for that. And now to use this one, we're going to hold out and get a sample from the clean area. For example, here. So it's a clean area. There's no black. It's just a normal skin here. So I'm gonna hold out and click on it and release out. And now I may now start painting on this part. Alright, so see until it's gone. That seems fine now. Okay, now I can now zoom this one out for us to see the before and after. Okay, so there you go. All right, now this one is the before and this one is the after. All right. And by the way, if you find this video helpful so far, please consider subscribing to help YouTube algorithm show my videos to other nerds like us. Going back, and here I have another image in our document where in this part we're going to remove the birthmarks on this woman's face. Yes, you can see that birthmark the tools we're going to make use here is a fill. Okay, so let's go. And now let's create a duplicate layer of our background. So it's just the same thing. You can just press Ctrl plus J for the shortcut key. But if you want to, you can also just click and drag it and move it here in an add layer. Now that creates a duplicate layer. See? All right. Now selected on that layer, I'm going to create a selection on her face with the use of lasso tool. Okay. So let's go to the toolbar. So let's go to the lasso tool. It's just here, the third tool. Okay, for a second, third. Right click on that, and there you go. Now I may now start drawing to create a selection around the birthmark. Alright, now I already created a selection around the birthmark. Now the next step here, we're going to go to edit and then choose fill, and this fill options will appear. Make sure for the contents it's in the content aware. For the blending it's normal. For the opacity it's 100. And after that, select OK. And look at that. Look how Photoshop removed that. Amazing. But you can see that there's still things that remains. And now it's just the same thing what we did for removing the excess in the mole. We're gonna make use of a clone stamp tool here. Alright, so clone stamp tool, just press S. Alright, so there's still a selection here. To remove that, just press Ctrl plus D to deselect. Okay, see? Alright, now let's zoom this one in. Alright, so selected on S. Okay, I'm just gonna increase the brush size because this one is a bit bigger. Alright, so get a sample from a clean area. Same thing. If there are areas that it's hard to remove, maybe because our opacity is too low. So I'm going to increase that to around 50. Okay, there you go. And then same thing. You gotta copy, and there you go. Paint it on. So look at that. That's more effective when you adjust the opacity. Now let me show you the before and after. So this one is the before, and this one is the after. So the birthmark was removed smoothly. And that is how to remove moles and birthmarks in Photoshop.